Police have arrested a Morehouse college student seen in a shocking viral video choking a Clark Atlanta University student during an off-campus altercation near a student housing center in downtown.
21-year-old Matthew Gonzalez Forrestine was arrested Sunday after it happened last week. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us from the Fulton County with more details.
The 21-year-old Morehouse student made his first appearance here at the Fulton County Jail on not only aggravated assault, but terroristic threats charges as well. Take a look at the
Wow, yo, this is crazy. And I need to start reviewing a lot more, TikTok videos and stuff like that, other than like the news. Definitely going to keep reviewing the news because, that's where, you get a lot of, these interesting stories that's coming out and kind of put, more of a bigger spotlight on what's going on in the community. But a Morehead student, arrested for choking, wow, looks like he was choking a female, man. That's crazy.
The Fulton County Jail on not only aggravated assault, but terroristic threats charges as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so wow, this is wow. Again, man, people out here just, they're just doing any and everything. And he done thrown his collegiate as his whole anything he was doing as far as college, he done threw that away. And especially in Morehead, they're definitely not going to allow him to continue to be a student there, especially with this type of aggressive behavior. And hopefully the girl that he was choking is okay. Of course, she's gonna have some trauma, long-term trauma that she's gonna have to deal with, PTSD, paranoia. So, hopefully she's able to find some type of, calm and peace. Eventually. I know it won't be now, especially with it being viral and, this has well over 300K impressions on this viral video. And then, like you said, you have people that's trying to intervene, trying to get him up off of her and stuff like that. And he got her in a death grip. When you choke someone, that's a death grip. You can put a person to sleep, or you can kill them. You can cut off all airflow, to the rest of their body and to their brain, and they can die from that type of stuff. So, very, 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 very stupid decision by this student here. And again, gotta take your mental health seriousness. I mean, seriously. If you you have some type of mental issue going on up there, man, you gotta go ahead and seek help, man. You're not bigger than going and trying to get yourself together. This type of thing shouldn't happen. And it couldn't have been over anything um that was, it couldn't have been anything that was worth this. And now you're arrested for aggravated assault and communicating terroristic threats. And I'm sure that's definitely, a serious, very, very serious crime there. My camera got blurry, so let me just restart it. Okay, and I'm gonna just continue to let the video play here.
Take a look at the viral video of the physical altercation between Clark Atlanta student Kayla Bryant and Morehouse College student Matthew Gonzalez Forrestine. This one has been a talker and is all over social media. Both schools and Atlanta police reference the video posted by Bryant that has amassed more than 4.4 million views.
And the thing is, man, she's a little skinny mini. It's like, come on, guy. You obviously you're way more physically, empowering of her. And did it take you having to do this, yoke her up, choke her, and literally lifting her up off her feet. She's barely like tiptoes on the ground. Like, was it worth it? Was it worth all that? Is it worth being in jail for years behind something like this? And when guys in prison, hear of why you in there, and of course, they have access to electronic devices and see your viral video. How do you think you're gonna get treated in that facility? It's not gonna be well. You're not gonna be met well. Your days are gonna be long and hard. So that's what you have to look forward to, and it's well deserved. Because again, this it says she was a student at Clark Atlanta, I think. She ain't deserved it, no matter what happened. Um, a lot of times, man, people got to learn how to let cooler heads prevail, and you don't really just go out and just feel like you can put your hands on others or assault others and think it's gonna be cool and you're gonna get away with it. Because everyone has cameras now, and as soon as something starts, popping off and happening, people are going to quick to pull their camera out, make sure they get all of everything, and it's going to get uploaded to the internet. And a lot of times, things like this are the main things that go viral. So, craziness.
Now, Bryant says in a social media post that she ended up in a chokehold after Forenstein stepped on her foot getting off of a Georgia State University bus with his girlfriend.
And again, I hate to be stereotypical, but as I was saying in the previous video, no matter light skin, dark skin, it don't really matter. The cookie cutter, you got the little small locks, don't look like they've been twisted in a while, and it just brings a bad stigma to this whole hairstyle, and most people I know with the hairstyle, they are not just these type of people. But you do have a large section of the community, that has the locks and that has the unkept look, that do these type of things. So again, it puts people, and it's just a bad stereotype. And um I mean, the mugshot speaks for itself. And it's like someone stepped on someone's foot. Okay, excuse me, my bad, pardon me. And then you just going about your life. Is it really that serious? Said he was with his girlfriend. So, for the girlfriend, you have to ask yourself if he's willing to do that to someone, randomly out in the street. I can only imagine what you may be going through with behind closed doors. So guys will definitely give you all the signs of like who they are, and you have to read those signs very, very well, and really not associate yourself with these type of guys, because it could definitely end badly for you.
Foot getting off of a Georgia State University bus with his girlfriend. Bryant apparently asked Forenstein to apologize. That is when Bryant says Forenstein's girlfriend allegedly pushed her, and Forenstein later joined in that assault. Now, people all over the country are weighing in. Morehouse released a statement calling the behavior disappointing and said it was taking steps to address the situation. Morehouse's president, Dr. F. Du Bois Bowman, also said he expects Morehouse men to embody compassion and moral discipline. While Clark Atlanta University released a statement saying it is working with Atlanta police as this criminal investigation moves forward. The president of Clark Atlanta University, Dr. George French, says as a father, he was disgusted with the display of violence against a young woman. He also called the alleged assault intolerable and unacceptable.
Yeah, very, very unacceptable. I mean, very, very unacceptable. And whatever comes of this for the young man, he definitely would deserve it, because he's caught, and he's caught in 4K committing this. And then it said that the girlfriend pushed the girl, and then he jumped in and did what he did. And it's just like, if it's two females who want to go at it, okay, let them kind of sort it out. maybe it won't get, too crazy because they both look, very, very small in stature. And can easily just separate them. That one go that way, that one go that way. But then you jump in, you start choking the girl, and that's just uncalled for. And again, whatever comes of it, because it's very unacceptable, and they should have had a lot more compassion, especially seeing that she was, a lot smaller. Even if she wasn't smaller, you just don't do these type of things. Um, I'm go ahead and close this video out, and you know, praying that the young lady is able to kind of return to some type of normalcy. It looks like she may have posted that video herself. Just trying to bring awareness to it, and hopefully she's getting all the love and the support that she can get in this situation here. But again, if you like my content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And again, this is Justin Paul. Peace.